Hello, hello, hello. We are going to make some cool things. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Getting crazy. And that's all right. I need earrings. I shockingly only have like 6 pairs of earrings. So I'm going to show you a little earring hack that I like to do. Get down there. I start with a bunch of chunks. I'm going to take clear. I'm going to take greens. And we're going to lay these out. I'm going to glue these out, actually. I'll put a line of glue up here. How are you? It's Saturday. I have lost all track of time. I have been doing that Christmas village thing. Somebody had a bright idea to have a Christmas village in their house. That was me. Full-size European Christmas market. Let's do it. So I have all these little glass chunks. And I'm going to do them up to make mismatched Christmas earrings. These are so adorable. You won't believe it. Darn it. Just knocked a piece down. But the first thing I got to do is glue this glass to this typing paper, because this glass, or this piece of typing paper, I'm going to lift it up and put it in the kiln. So we got to make sure everything will stick. Step 1, glue all this down. And we're going to full fuse these, I think. Maybe we'll tack fuse, but I think we're going to full fuse. And most of these little hunks of glass, I cut the same. These are all clear. These ones are all kind of going to get the same thing on them. They're kind of all going to get the same. We're going to do fusing to make, we're going to go for stuff like this. That's what we're going for. Look at how adorable these are. My goodness, look at them. So these are big stir sticks that I've made, swizzle sticks. And these make the most beautiful, beautiful Christmas earrings you've ever seen. Step number 1 is getting them down here. And this is typewriter paper. If you don't know what typewriter paper is, you're young. I'm 59, and back when I was in school, we had a class called typing. And we would type our little hearts out as fast as we could. I could type really, really fast. I forget how many words per minute I could type. But this stuff is really sheer and thin, and it burns right off in the kiln. But this is layer number 1 that I'm doing here. I'm going to show you how to do all this good stuff. And welcome, welcome. I hope you're liking. I hope you're subscribing. I hope you're following. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. I hope it's just amazing for you. You're gonna love these. And we're not fussing. We are not fussing. Let me say it one more time. Don't get caught up in this has to be exactly like this, because it doesn't. Now, I want to make little. I'm going for little. So I have some bigger hunks of clear, and we are starting with a clear base. These are bigger hunks of clear. I'm going to take, and I'm going to just chunk them down. Let's just chunk these down. Chunk them down. I thought I had way more than I had. And I'm not going to count these. If I have one extra that I can't make a pair with, that's cool. Oh, that's totally cool. Okay, now, to cut this, we're going to cut some glass. Actually, it's scoring. I'm going to take, this one is called a pistol grip. You hold this firmly. You always put the little screw facing up. And this is a glass scorer. It's just a little wheel. This one has been used hard. There might be oil on there. There's oil in there, so. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to score. That's the noise you want. That's the noise. Come on, you. I'm not measuring. Some people measure, some people don't. If we were not on a camera right now, I would break these just by tapping them underneath. Look. Well, or this way. Are you one whole thick piece? You are. I gotta talk to my stuff. Can't help it. So now with these little nippers, let's make some diamond shapes. Let's make some little diamond shapes. We're gonna mix this up. I'm gonna cut that off. And make all different shapes here. Right there, these two, they're a nice pair. So we're going to get all these little glass chunkies down. All the little glass chunky chunks. And we're not worried they will not touch. We're only going one layer. Well, I'm putting stuff on the top of them, but they won't touch. We can put these close. All the different shapes. If I don't have an earring to match, I might turn it into a little tiny pendant. And I'm going to just cut these into little squares. I like the little squares, truthfully. These little nippers do a great job. Nippity nip. Nippity nip. And you can see there's little glass going down here. Be careful. It's sharp right now. When it comes out of the kiln, it won't be sharp. Won't be sharp. I was going to use some green, but I want all clear bases. I want this to look like ice. Oh, these are going to be cute. These are going to be little ones. You want to be careful here. Like I said, wear glasses, wear safety gloves if you want to. Let's put another row here. Oh my gosh, we are going to have so many earrings. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I've been needing to make earrings. Little squares. And this is the fun part of doing this. Oh, I'm going to do these with green and reds for Christmas. And when I'm done, when I take these out of the kiln, and they look like this, I can take and I can find earrings. I might even make these really fun and let people choose which ones go together. Which ones they want to go together. Look at that. Oh, but I probably won't. I'll probably pair them up. Just because I do like to have I like to put these on little cards. They look like tiny little Christmas cards. They're perfect for gift giving. They're so much fun. So much fun. And you just want to watch while you're doing this, because I can't stress this enough, it's sharp until it's fused. Once it's fused, all the edges are so smooth. Smooth, very, very tactile. Very tactile. But right now we gotta be careful. There's something very therapeutic about this. Now, I like to keep gluing my earrings, and these are just squares. I will do some circles then too. Maybe, you know what I might do? I might turn some of these into circles. Yep, I'm gonna do half the sheet in squares, half the sheet in circles. And you're never gonna believe it, but guess what? To make a circle, I gotta cut out more squares. I just want to get these close. They can take it. They can take being close. Let's put that little guy right there. I love to get my kilns worth. I love to have a full kiln. If you do glass fusing, if you're an artist, if you're a crafter, think about the pennies. You have to. Because everything costs money, and you want to be able to be competitive with your pricing. So I figure if I save money by getting a nice full fuse, I can sell my items a wee bit cheaper than if I was having to do 4 fuses or 5 fuses or 6 fuses. So I've seen some people pack a kiln, and boy, oh boy, I get stressed thinking, oh, you could have fit so much more in there. It saves some energy. So these ones, before I do the circles up, before I do our circle squares, I'm going to show you how this works. Got one more row. If you put the glass too close together, it will grow together. I say it will hook up in the kiln. It will hook up in the kiln. You don't want that. That's not what we're going for here. But what we're going for is making a lot of beautiful Christmas earrings. We are having our first ever indoor European Christmas market. And as I'm coming to you right now from down in the studio, upstairs, I was saying we were going to have 80 feet of table space. We're going to end up having about 120 feet of table space, all in one beautiful, beautiful market space that is upstairs. Here in lovely Locust Gap, Pennsylvania, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2022. If you're close, come on over. It's going to be amazing. Gonna be amazing. So, see what I'm doing? I'm catching this glue. First step, put all these layers down. And everyone that's watching, if you're watching, please consider following, and please consider, well, just being awesome and being here. Follow, check out our other stuff. We got all the social medias. So this glass, this is a different kind of glass here. I'm gonna just give that a little wipe off. Oh, no, I'm not gonna use that because look, this has a smoky streak in it. Nope. Not using that. Not using that. Oh, let's use this. So we got a nice straight edge here. I think before I cut anymore though, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here so you're not getting bored and going away. We are making mismatch earrings. They'll match your swizzle sticks. These came out of the kiln. I love them. I love the orange and blue together. I can't help it. And I'm gluing these to the paper because, hello, everyone who's watching. Welcome. I'm gluing them to the paper because I have to lift this whole sheet up and put it in the kiln. And this paper, this is typewriting paper. Typewriter, we used to do this, typety type. And see how fast we could type. It was awesome. I have some more glue down here, so I need to score and cut. And I'm gluing it here so I'll be able to get it over to the kiln without it shuggling everywhere. So people call these glass cutters. They really score glass. And I'm going to go ahead and just score this one. I'm going to show you something neat. A little trick. You put it at a 45-degree angle. This will not score your finger. 45-degree angle, and you want to hear this noise. This is the noise. I love that noise. Let's do it again. And I'm just making horizontal strips right now. End to end, that one had a weird bit. I'm going to do this the whole way down. And now I'm going to turn this. You see all these score lines on here, right? See all the score lines? I'm going to turn this and I'm going to score this away. You got to kind of score this one more gentle because I have all these pieces on here. All these lines on here already. I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it upside down. I love doing this. I love it. Love it. Love it. You can also take and you can snap these, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to break these apart like this now. Very civilized because I'm getting wild down here. I want to get in my glue. But now here I got to, the score line is on this side. That score line has to be there. Love it. Okay. Singles. All the single glass. If I try to cut it like this, it won't do it. Look. Gotta push it over. Line up, arrow up on there. And this screw points up in the air. These are called running pliers. These are awesome. And to see what side I scored on, I just got to run my fingernail over it. And I can see. And did you know, nope, that wasn't the side. What? That was the side. Oh, I put that too far down. This, that has to be backed off enough that it will close. That's silly me. Silly, silly me. So we're cutting all these little glass bits up. These are all going to be fabulous earrings. What happened to you? Reject. Little reject piece. Why did that happen? I don't know. My score might not have been straight. Nope, I did something here. I need to change my pads there too. Up. I did that to save time, and I'm ending up taking so much more time now. And you can also I'm gonna just squeeze it to break it with the running pliers. This sheet I'm gonna totally make this sheet squares, because the next one will give it more space to make our circle. To make a circle out of glass, all you do is square on top and then square catty corner, right? Full fuse it, and that will melt into a circle. How cool is that? I love that. But we're only going one layer here with our little squares. I love how they look. They make beautiful, beautiful Christmas earrings. Beautiful Christmas earrings. Some will be little rectangles, some will be squares, and then I will make circle. I'll make a batch of circles too. I'm going to squeeze. Just find that line. It's not this side, this side. I hope you can see it clearly. And I hope that you learned something wonderful. And I hope that you follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time wherever you are in this beautiful world. It's Saturday, sunny, gorgeous here in Pennsylvania. You see how it won't? Look, I'll squeeze it on this side. No matter how hard I squeeze it, it won't break. You have to squeeze it on the side that we've scored. And you see all these little bits of glass coming down. You want to wear glasses, and you want to be careful. And I might take some of these and get at them with my nippers, but I might not. Some of these are longer rectangles, squares. You're going to see just in a minute. I know I've been telling you that for a couple minutes now, but you're going to see just in a minute how we're going to decorate these. First step is getting all glued to here. Squeezing. Nope, wrong side. There you go. It's easy to see what side it's on because it won't squeeze. I mean, it'll squeeze, but it won't break. And this is special. It's COE, which stands for Coefficient of Expansion. COE 96 glass. Oh, that one made a perfect little Christmas tree shape. Perfect, 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 perfect. And when we decorate these, we'll go back in the kiln for 14 more hours. And they are going to come out. These are little peppermint twists that I made in the kiln. And they come out fused. They're really sturdy glass, even though it's glass, because I anneal these for an hour, which is I let them soak at 950 degrees for 1 hour. Okay, let's glue the rest of our little glass on. And let's see if I need to cut more or we got enough. Let's see what happens. And we don't, oops, let's just spilled my glue on my table. We don't have to worry about how close we put these together, because they're going to shrink. They're going to pull in. They're going to round their corners. They're going to get just absolutely stunning. And that's because we're only going to put 2 bits on them. We're going to put a bit of red. We're going to put a bit of green. Some I might do in blues. Red and green seems to sell my best at Christmas. But I do like to mix it up. And I never make the same thing twice. Even though you might think, Priscilla, these are all the same. No. Nope. Everyone is going to be different and unique. Everyone. Just like us. Just the way we like it. I'm hoping you can, yeah, you can see that. You can see what I'm up to. You got me. Okay, putting all these down. All these down, all these down. Another whole layer. My lovely husband, Morton, is out cutting wood with a chainsaw. We live in an old church. We heat with wood primarily. Down here in the studio, we have a split unit that is amazing. It's a Fujitsu, and we heat for about $1 a day with that thing. It's pretty incredible. That's a little skinny one. That's kind of too skinny for me, but we'll let it go. We'll let it be there. There's another little skinny one. They can be friends. That little thin pit. These look like little houses. This reminds me of a watercolor painting I just did. And if you don't know about it, we do watercolor Wednesdays every Wednesday, live on TikTok and other platforms too. But it is free and fun. I invite you to come and paint with me. You're going to want to, this Wednesday coming up, I'm going to show you the easiest watercolor painting you have ever seen. It will blow your mind. You will love it. Okay, I'm on purpose now. I'm just looking for some more rectangular shapes because I'm going to save my little squares for my circle, for the circles that I'm making. So I'm going to save the ones that are more square shaped. Put that little Christmas tree there. He can be there. Square, square, square. Because my next whole sheet is going to be circles. This is so fantastic. Morton is not going to believe this. I have been an artist and crafter my whole life, my whole adult life. I've been making my living with my arts and crafts. And jewelry is kind of my passion. Glass jewelry I love making because 1, it will last forever. 2, it's stunning. And when I used to go to art and craft shows, jewelry, I've just found everybody likes it. Everybody likes to, it's easy to take with them. You know, when you're out shopping in a craft show, you might not want to take a bunch of heavy stuff. Jewelry is light. Okay, this glass. I'm going to scoot this over here now. All these little pieces. One more here. We can fit here. Okay. I'm going to call that full. Now, we're going to start on the next step. So at the top, up here at the top of this page, up here, I'm going to come back again with more glue. I'm going to go one row at a time. One row at a time. Now this is murrine that I've made that I have to say is stunning. It's just stunning. I'm sorry. I can't lie and say it's not stunning, because it is. So I'm putting a little, this is blue-green. And murrine, I made it in the vitragraph kiln by melting a tub of glass at 1675 degrees, typically what I do it at. That guy's big. I'm not going to use him right there. Melt my murrine, and I melt the pot of glass, I should say. And then I take it and I pull it. It takes about 2 hours to pull all of these out. Let's stop my light. There we go. Now you can see full light. So let's put the green down first, the green of this. These are my little candy canes that are gorgeous and beautiful, made the same way. I pull out these long tubes, and then I cut it all up. Cut it all up with my little nippers. And hello, everybody, and thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and I'm going to put my little bits on here. Little red bits on. I hear Morton has the wood chipper out. If you hear that noise in the background, that's what it is. Now these, even though it looks like this is a quick thing, this sheet, this sheet is going to take me a couple hours to complete. I won't do the live that long. I don't want to bore you. But I'm putting my little bits of red on here. Some thicker, some thinner. That one's too thick. I need to put more glue down. Oh, I think I'm wrong. I think Martin is actually coming with the snowblower downstairs. I think he is this man of mine. And if he is, he'll come inside. And tell us what he's up to. Yeah, that was him running the snowblower. P.S. It hasn't snowed. He likes to make sure it works. Good idea, right? Okay, so that one I did with a green murrine and a red murrine. They're gonna look different than this. My next row, and I like to variegate these because when they come out, I have so many choices of putting things together then. It's wonderful. So I'm going to take my little bitty bits of green that I have here. And these are just little pieces of green. I'm going to take, some of these are too big. Some of these are way too big. I'm going to take and put a tiny little bit of green. I'm looking for the little bits. Little bits of green on here. Again, you want to be careful. This little bit of orange, that's going to go on one of these too. That's a beautiful color that I had made in the vitragraph kiln. I love it. Little bits of green. And that noise will be the snowblower coming in. We need to have it down here rather than up at the top because of the our festival that we're getting ready to have. So that's what that noise is. Okay, I'm looking for little bits. Oh, that Morton. I think he left the door hang open. I suddenly got very cold on my feet. I always tell Morton he definitely did not grow up in my house. He leaves lights on and leaves doors open all the time. That would not have flown in my house. Morton must have.
The smell with her on it. Bring it down.
Yeah, it's okay, honey. All right, so I have these pieces on here. This is my green. And now I'm going to take and go. I'm going to put more glue on. The glue will burn off in the kiln. And now I'm looking for my little peppermints. And these little peppermints, when they fuse, oh my gosh, I gotta show you close again. When they fuse, some might be sideways, some might be standing up. Look at them. Have you ever seen anything as pretty? I love them. Oh, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. And everybody always tells me, when people get these from me, they always say that's their favorite pair of earrings. And oh, this is something good to show you. I like to use this little stick. The little stick is great for when I have things like this fall off. That little fella fell off. If I take my finger in there, I push it around with my finger, it won't work. It just won't work. And sometimes I'll do that then. It's like a crane machine. Sometimes it feels like a crane machine. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to individually, a wee individual piece. I got a big old blob of glue there. I'm going to take that glue out just so I can see what I'm up to. Oh, yes. That one's pretty. That one's pretty. Well, that one's really pretty. That one has that blue inside that candy bit. It's so gorgeous. So even though it looks like I'm making a ton of these that are all the same, I promise you they are all going to have so much personality and be so different. And now it's almost like a therapy right now for me. I'm just taking and putting on the little pieces. And see that I stick that in there. Boom. That one wanted to have 2. So let's put 2 there. Sometimes they'll have 2. Depends on how big the glass is. And then there's my next one now. My next row, I'm going to set a hunk up in each corner. A little hunk of glass. A hunk of burn-in glass. Right on each corner. But look what I'm doing now. I'm using the glue from before just to come up and touch that corner. And while you're doing this, because typing paper is really, really thin. Typing paper is so thin. So what I need to do, and I'll do it right after I finish this row, I'll take and I'll move the row. I'll move the paper So I make sure, look, grabbing my extra glue, touching that little corner with it. But because I don't want this glue to go through and glue my paper to my table, I have to keep kind of moving it around. Get all this, pick all this glue up. Because I know it looked on that one probably, and it was, that I had put a lot of glue on there. Okay, so now I can drop. Oh, that one got 2. Drop. He fell off. Put him back up on. I'm going to flip him over. And this process, like I said, this takes hours, but it's so worth it. The effects of this look so good. The paper burns away in the kiln. Typewriter paper burns away. That little piece I'm going to stick up on him. That'll be pretty. Oh, that is a big hunk. Look at that one. That guy's gorgeous. That guy is gorgeous. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. I want you to be able to see these. These are future earrings in the making that look like this. All fused glass, all peppermint. And thank you so much for watching our videos. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And while I'm taking this little break to show you this, look how I'm gonna just move this paper. We're just making sure our paper is not sticking. And it's not. But I want to zoom you in so you can see how gorgeous these are. Can you see that? Look at that. Oh my goodness. They are coming out so pretty. And this is the first start of it now. The first start. So take these, find one, put it down on here. Okay, so that's our next row is all candy caned up. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to put this green. Some of these greens, they're just too big, so I'm going to give them a little choppy chop. And chomp them. I know they look like teeny tiny pieces, but they're just too big for earrings. Too big. Darn it, went flying. So this one is going to get the little bits of green on it too, but I like to do a lot of things ahead of time when I'm making, so I can just go through then and assemble, get them assembled. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for that beautiful gift, Kayla. And I promised I'm gonna show you the indoor Christmas market that's happening upstairs. Hedvika is putting up all sorts of Christmas things that I've made up there. I am making the most, I gotta show you how to make these too. I'm making the most adorable little tomten ornaments for up there. Making beautiful angel ornaments, fairy ornaments. Morton just found a box of my dragon eye paintings that I had lost. Hadn't lost them. I have some stuff that's still at a gallery that I have to pick up. Old stuff. And I thought it was there from like 3 years ago. So these bigger hunks of green, they're too big because when they full fuse down, I don't want them to take over the red. I want them to be a little leaf, a little complementary leaf to our little red berry. That's a peppermint cane. So just making all of our little I like to do it this way because then I can just sort of look and see the piece that goes good with what I'm needing. And the whole key to these are tiny and delicate. Let me show you again what they look like. They're just tiny little delicates. Look at them. They're so little. Very lightweight. I'll put the earring on. Some of them might hang like that. Some of them might hang like that. All different. All different. All gorgeous. Okay. So now I'm going to come on here. We have our little candy cane on this row. I'm going to come on here and we're going to go with a little splat of glue going over there. Now let's use our little tool to grab our grains. And see here, I can look like that's a bigger piece. That guy can go there. And that's why I like to have my options. I like to have my options cut. So I can look and just see what needs to go where. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect. And when you use the little tool, as opposed to your finger, you won't get any ouchies. Look, I'm gathering up this little cluster. That one's going to be pretty. Come on, get off there. Let's creep it down over the edge. That one's going to be gorgeous. I can tell. I can tell. Looking for a little one. Go over here, yo. Great. This little orange, I like to pop him on. I don't know how he got in there, but he's going to look like a teeny tiny little orange berry. He's going to be a stunner. Oh, all my... I'm not quite sure why I do it. Most of the things I make, though, I call them guys. Like a beautiful little man. Not quite sure why. I've always done that. Don't know if you talk to your art you're making like that too. But I always say you're a beautiful little man. Quite sure what's up with me. That's a cool color of green. That one's going to look cool there. Super cool. So this is a really good technique to touch a glass with a little stick. This is a little, what's the name of this thing? Use it to poke holes in. Where you're going to put a nail. Brattle. That's what it's called, a brattle. And this is going to all pull together. These are going to look so beautiful. So this one over here is a bit longer. So I'm going to grab another little peppermint twist for you. Put that there. Let's put another little hunk of green on there too for you. And I try to keep them all up on my earring. And I'll tell you why. What happens is it just keeps it all nice, and let me show you. when I keep it all up on here, have all that on here, see it has your nice little round edges here, and they just come out so cool. Look at that. That is amazing. And you do occasionally, you will get an algae when you're making this. When I'm making this, I keep, I have right here within easy reach everywhere in my studio. But when it's fused, it's totally smooth. Look, it's so tactile. It's totally smooth. As are, look at these stirring sticks. These are the same. Stir a fancy little cocktail. I've worn these in my hair. You can hang these as icicles in your window. The swizzle sticks, I love, 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 love making them. Love making them. Okay, let's go out. Let's do something different on this next one. And remember, it's not going to matter. Not going to matter if we don't have, we don't want exact pairs. We don't want that. We want them to be unique. I don't know about you, but I get very sick and tired of seeing things that are all uniform and precise and exact, and I find them a bit boring. Let me get you situated here so you can see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, this is a glass rod that we make here in our vitragraph kiln. We pull this out. It gets really, really thin and narrow. So this, I'm going to come across here with some glue. And then this is glass, but I can break it just like this. Look. Boom, broke. So I'm going to put little pieces of the glass just on here. Hello.
Do you want these to be tied with the...
Yes, please.
Is it supposed to be like a necklace?
Uh-huh. Or just a hanging window. It can be anything. Thank you. Okay, so these just snaps. Put it on. Again, I can use my other end. These, you want to be so careful because these are super sharp. Oops, that piece went underneath. We want you up on top. Up on top, friend. Get up there. There you go. We're going to come around and position them in a minute. Right now, I just want to make little... I'm going to get... Every piece needs a piece of this. This little red stripe. That piece is kind of big. Get there. Okay. And the glue gets on your fingers when you touch it. So that's why I like to use the other little things that I'm not using. Normally what I do is do my little breaking of this, dropping it down, and then putting it in place with that. I'm going to do that now because I haven't been doing that. Let's do that now. Again, too big. I snapped that one a little bit too big. We want little, itty bitty 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 bitty. There. And there. Learn from my mistake. Don't touch it with your finger. You will get, I still have glue on my finger that feels terrible. You don't want that. Let's pull this over here. I want you to be able to see what we're up to. Ooh, that one came out real long. Nope, too long. Too long. Put you there. Put you there. Now these here, just arrange them however you choose. But you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to have little pairs of certain colors. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come along and do this next row down here. Actually, nope, I'm not going to do that. Take it, break it, put it in the glue. Put it down where it goes. Take it, break it. Into the glue you go. Break. Into the glue. I like to keep the whole thing on my clear glass base. That piece is big. Will fit over there. Take it. Just using up some of that extra little glue. And the glue, it doesn't matter. It will burn off in the kiln. As will the papers. Looky here. I put this little piece down here. Don't try to pick him up with your fingers. Never, ever, ever, ever. Pick him up with that little stick. Look. Do that. I don't want you to ever get hurt and say, I saw Priscilla do this. Don't do that. We want to be safe. This. That. Again, I dropped it. Dropped it. You can put it back up there. And that noise, if you're hearing a noise like a roar, 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 that's Morton. That's a chainsaw. I want to make little tiny. Sometimes when you want to do a little tiny, use these because I don't want you to get hurt. Use these. Oh, I was like, where did it go? It's stuck on here. That little bit will go there. Wonderful. Okay. So next, sorry for shaking you. I am gluing 2 rows of these. I'll show you what we're making. That piece is pretty big. Oh, this is going to work out perfect. Through there, through there. These, when I put these on just the right way, they almost look like little presents. Okay, so I have our red sticks the whole way down. I did not use any red sticks in making these, but look how beautiful these little earrings are. Look at them. Look at the little candy pieces that are glass. Okay, so we have these glued. I'm going to zoom you out. Am I zoomed out the whole way? I want you to be able to see this. So I'm going to put some more glue down here. Trying to get it turned just right for you. That might be it. Yeah, you can see all that. Glue. Glue. Okay. And remember, keep moving your typewriter paper around. So now I have these big hunks of green that we're going to put our greens down. I'm going to start with green. And I have some that are bigger hunks than the others that I'm going to use on my bigger pieces of glass. If they go over the top of a red strand, it's okay. We're just looking to get a bit of green on here. And some of it is greeny blue. It looks so beautiful. But I want that whole piece to be on the glass below. So I'll give that a little sugar. Don't be afraid to use something to grab hold of it, transfer it, because they are extremely sharp. I don't want you to get hurt. Oh, that one's going to be gorgeous. Like sometimes I can just tell. I think because I've been doing this for some time, like I can just feel how it's going to look. It's cool that happens. I'm going to put that little bit of green over there. So these have all been cut up ahead of time. This is murrine that I made here in our vitragraph kiln, which I want to do it soon. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do the vitragraph kiln before we move the studio. I'd like to. Oh. So I'm putting one bit of this green, blue, pretty murrine down. And this is so therapeutic. This, I can't even tell you how therapeutic this is. I like to work, I like to work with it close to what I'm touching, touch in the glue, touch my piece, and put it on. Touch the glue, touch the piece, put it there. That piece is going to get two. That one's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to, again, touch, glue. I want to try to keep everything on top of my clear. But when everything is on top of your clear, I think it just looks prettier. I love it. And look, from the back, from the front, from the side, they're chunky chunk. I love them. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. You see some of these when they've been cut almost like a little half moon shape. And when you have one that's like this little fella doesn't want to let loose. This is a piece of glass that I've made here. Get down there, you. There he is. I'm going to put this little one over there. I like to have them really interesting. I want each one to be its own little work of art. Even though it looks like I'm making 52,000 at a time, they all have their own little personalities. I promise. I need a little teeny tiny one for that one. I need a little teeny tiny one. You. Yep. Teeny tiny. Phew. It's like playing, because you want them to all be unique, right? You want all these to be unique, but you want to give them each their own little character. So those ones are the greens and reds, which I kind of sort of love, but I kind of also want to put something else with them. I have these, which I'm not gonna put with them. I want those to be highlighted. Do I put a little candy cane on there? Dilemma. Let's put some on and see how it feels. I think they need the candy canes. Those candy canes are so beautiful. I think they're going to make people happy. definitely they need. Why did I even doubt the candy cane? Why? Never doubt that candy cane. Oh, you're perfect for there. Get there, get there, get there. Get there. It's like a crane machine in reverse. You can be there. Oh, that one's going to be beautiful like that. That one almost looks like a little flower now. Get my little stick. And this is getting super gunky. So when the tip gets super gunky, I just take and just pull this off. It's just glue. That's so much better. I needed to do that ages ago. Because see, I'm going in the glue, and then I'm touching something. This one here is super chunky. I want to put it on a big piece. I don't want to cut it. Oh, you're going over here. You are going over there. Yep. You needed to be there. Stood up like that. Oh, you can't see that. Darn it. Right over there he went. Okay, so we're done with the greens. Yeah, done with the greens. Into the reds. Into the peppermints. And these little peppermints, I like to pull them out individually just to sort of size them up, drop them, and then tap them into place with this. When it's bigger like this, it's great. It won't hurt you. The bigger chunks won't get you. Oops, that one fell down. These ones are easier to grab than the straight rods. They can be extremely sharp. These ones aren't too bad. Get up there. I'm breaking my own rules of don't touch it. When you see me do that, I hope you know I'm trying to save you. Really, I just couldn't help myself. Okay, so we need red there. Gotta put some glue on here. Sometimes you can just grab a little chunk. Sometimes you can't. Oh, that guy's gonna be super chunky. These are gonna be so pretty. I'm so happy I'm doing these. It's gonna make a lot of people happy. I like when I'm out and about and I run into somebody who's wearing something that I've made. I love that. Oh, it makes me so happy. Red, red, red. Oh, you're a little skinny piece. You'll work there. And you'll work there. You can go there. These ones are so tiny, though. I don't think I'm going to chance putting something down on them. They're so little. Very, very delicate. Oh. We are making these gorgeous earrings that are a process. Whenever I tell people fusing glass is a process, it's so true. Step one was to make vitragraph in my vitragraph kiln and pull this glass out. Now when I cut this glass, I'll show you what happens here. So we need to cut this piece down. So when we cut this glass into these little teeny tiny bits, went flying. I need to do it with 2 hands. When we cut them, there's a little pattern inside. Oh, that's what I'll do. That's the next row. That is the next row. You're going to love the next row. The next row, we then fuse them in the kiln. They come out like this. Super, very, very tactile, very smooth. And these will be earrings. You see that? How gorgeous they look. Both sides. Both sides beautiful. So next, I'm going to take, and I'm going to make, I'm just going to open my glue up again. And tactile means that you want to touch them. They are smooth and very easy on the fingers. When you touch them, they just feel, tactile means you just like to touch it. Like a lot of wood is tactile. And I love things that are tactile. I'm very, very into just the touch and feel of things. And they feel so smooth. These are swizzle sticks that I made the same way I'm doing these, only these are going to be for stirring drinks. Cocktails, but you see how it feel. Can you feel that? It's so smooth. So smooth. Okay. So this one now, we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to take, put our glue down. Let me make sure you're zoomed right out. There you go. Now you can see it all. I'm going to take and I'm going to put my glue right across. I'm going to go 2 rows. 2 rows. And then I'm going to take, this is murrine that has little ladybugs in them. Tiny little ladybugs. But it's a thick little chunky chunk. So I want to cut that little chunky chunk. I'll put that on here. Make sure it's pretty even. Hands on both sides. And then I have 2 little ladybugs. Little ladybug. Little ladybug. And this little hunk, don't even know why, he just came off the edge. Let's put you, well, you can be over here. That'll be a little bitty bit of a ladybug. Can take it halfway. And you create these little things. Oops. You create them by how you pack the glass to go in the kiln. And that glass, there's I pack into these clay pots that I get that are made in Italy. They're amazing. And then what happens is you take the clay pot, you heat it up to 1675 degrees usually. And then it has a hole in the bottom of it, the clay pot. It went right in where it needed to go. So you put it in the clay pot. This ladybug does not want to be cut. And for all of my friends watching from the UK, ladybird. Now we have 2. That's a bigger one, so I'm going to put it up here on this square. These are so adorable. I'm going to do some of these up as dragonflies too. People love these ladybird earrings as well. What? Sometimes they cut weird. That one cut weird. But that's a pretty piece of red. So we're going to use it up here on one of these. Let's go back in with this baby. To line it up here. And then squish. Now we got two. Butterfingers today. These will be so sweet. I love this murrine. Why are you doing this? It's misbehaving itself. I said I wanted to chop you in half. Get over there, you. That's what I wanted. We'll put you there. Little teeny tiny fella. Oh, I just felt why. It was the end of my rod. That's why he was uncooperative. And these will make the most perfect little earrings. These little ladybugs. I'm going to show you something super cute we're going to put on with that little ladybug earring. I'll make them adorable. Ladybug, ladybug, fly away home. What is it? Your house is on fire, your children's alone. That's a mean song. Some of these are on sideways. I just gotta put them on there chunky. They don't want to chop down right. It's the end of my stick probably. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It's no big deal. I like to go halfway. Yay. That one worked. They don't need to be thick to be effective at all. Some of these I might have already chopped them down as well. I'll show you how I do this one day. I make these things up. See, came off to the side, but he's still there. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. All different sizes. Almost done with the ladybugs. Nope. One's a little too thin. That one feels right. Yep. Chomped. Is that it? That's it for ladybugs, yay. Okay, so our little ladybugs now, we're gonna take, rather than put a leaf on there, we're gonna take and we're gonna give them a little stick to climb on. Let's take this color of green. This is the glass rod. I'm kind of going all that better? Not really. Get on your stick, little ladybug. Get on there. There you go. It's right at that spot. I'm going to actually pull this in here. These are all going to be little earrings. These are going to be little ladybug earrings. That will be adorbs. And you can see how it takes, even though I'm making up like a big batch of stuff, you can see how it does take, like, it takes ages. I don't know how long I've been doing this now. I'm 59. It feels like I've been doing this for at least 25 years now. I might put another color of green on these too. I might do. I think I might put a little piece of the murrine that I made on these. Get up there, you. And I betcha, there are people who will like to wear these for Christmas too, because they're red and green. They look Christmassy. They could also be spring, summer, fall, and winter. Because I'll tell you what, right now, here in this old church of ours, we definitely have ladybugs. They come in for the winter. That piece needs to be so little. Oh, you gotta be careful. When you're doing a real little piece, you have to be careful. So sharp. I like this green. It is light though. I'm gonna put a little bit darker green on with them too. A little darker green as well. We're gonna need, and I'm trying to put the correct sizes down, but I do like the ladybugs to look like they're on a little stick. And again, these are going to be for earrings that do not match. On purpose. Mismatched earrings are the best. It got real quiet outside. Martin's outside cutting wood. I'm in the studio making earrings. Hedvika is upstairs setting some displays up of things that I've made up in our first ever indoor European Christmas market. And all is right with the world. These are really good to push around and get how you want it. Like, I know that I'm going to put another little green piece on. So I want to take and I want to put get my things sorted. Make sure, do you see any that are missing? I don't see any that are missing. You see this one that I want to put 2 on. There you go. Okay. Now this one. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Now, come on with some more glue. More glue, more glue, more glue, more glue. More glue, more glue, more glue. Now these little bits of green. This is murrine that we've made here. I'm gonna grab, let's grab this color stick so you can maybe see better. Gonna touch some glue, touch a little piece. Come on, you, get up there. And put the little piece of green on there. Just to make it look like a little leaf. Let's put 2 on there. Maybe 3. Nope, he wanted to come over here. You saw him, he hopped over there. That little leaf, that little piece of green is gonna set this off. It's really gonna set off that little ladybug. Look at that, it's a hole. I made an accidental bead out of that one. I can't wait to start showing you beadwork that I do. Lamp working beads with the glass blowing. In the new studio, I'm going to be doing just that. Showing you lots of things like that. Oh, that one's stuck. It's probably stuck because I've glued it already. So you see how they're matching but not matching? That's what we want. These are going to be the coolest earrings ever. And you don't want everything to match. Morton is really going for it. Well, that's a good piece there, the little half circle. You want it so dainty, so delicate. You'll be able to look at it for ages and keep seeing different cool things about these pieces. That's the fun of it. I'm deciding too if I want to put one more element on. One more element on. I have to think about it. That piece is heavier. It doesn't want to come up. I'll put another green on here. Another. Yep, that one's gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is a hold your breath craft. And I always do that when I'm making things. I will hold my breath. So I have to remember to take some big old breaths. I don't know if you do that when you make things or when you concentrate really hard if you hold your breath, but I do. I'm going to put another green thing up there. Like that. Little bitty bitty one. Little bitty bitty one. Another little bitty bitty. Oh, that little bitty one's cute. Super cute. Okay, green, green, green. Green, 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 green. Over there I need, right here, this little fella. That little fella. Dip it in the glue, touch it to my glass. Pop it on. That needs a little bit of green, tiny little one. Let's put that little bit there. That little bit there. Let's put another little bit there. Right there. Oh, he's going to be very special. That's going to be a special one. Come on, you. Sometimes it definitely feels like a crane machine. A little bit more glue. Perfect. And that guy's gonna get, no, not that big. That one. Get up there, you. Let's come over by this side. Get that ladybug there. Push that on. I think I'm happy with that. That's how that's gonna stay. And we're making these, which I'm still to make dragonflies. I think I'm gonna do dragonflies and bumblebees. People like both of those a lot. So the next row and the next row, let's do our little bumblebees. They're so adorable. These are the little bumblebees. They're so little. Take this, I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to regret doing it over here. But you know what? What's life without a little chance with your art? Little bumblebee. Line it up. You see the little bumblebees? Kind of want to tack fuse these. I think I'm gonna tack fuse these. Now, because these are bumblebees, that yellow stick that I was just using to poke everything, that's why I didn't want to do it over there. I think that's the one that I'm going to use for my color pop on here. So these are a little black and yellow, but they're so tiny you can't really even see them. Oops. I'll put you here. You'll have half a bee on you. That bee's been flying. There's a big one. There's a big one. Go halfway. Little bumblebees. And I hope everybody likes this. I hope that you are enjoying watching this process. This is totally in real time. And I will show you how they end up. They'll end up kind of sorta like this, but also different. And if you have any interest in doing fused glass, at the 1870 studio, we are going to be doing workshops again in fused glass as soon as we get our studio moved. There's a little bee there. I'm gonna put that one there. Little tiny bumblebees. Got that glue on my finger. I'm doing what I told you to not do. And if you're not close to Pennsylvania and you can't come visit us, look in your area, look in your local area. You will have somebody who does glass fusing. And you will be able to go and try it, see if you like it. I love it. Might not be for everybody. I had cut a lot of these already in half. A lot of these are too skinny for me to do in half again. I'm just popping them down here. Our little bumblebees. When these fuse out, they get bigger. They get a little bit bigger. You can be able to see them a little bit better. But I like an earring that when you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a blah blah. Whatever blah blah might be. Let's put this big one over here. Oh, he's a good bee. I can see him swell. Okay, so we're gonna have a whole bunch of little bumblebee earrings. Little ladybug earrings, little dragonfly earrings. And I'm going basically right now, I think I have 6 or 7 pairs of earrings. So these are going to be a welcomed addition to what we have upstairs in our first ever indoor European craft market. So now this yellow, I'm going to break these little yellow glass sticks. I'm going to put in a couple little, they remind me a little, like little, oh yes, it's going to look like little honeybee, little honey sticks. My son used to always love them. Whenever he'd see them out, he wanted them. I touched the glue, and I have the glue on my finger. I gotta stop doing that. These are gonna be so pretty. No, I don't think I'm gonna put another color with them. I think I might put like 2 sticks on each though. Maybe even more. Just to give it a sort of like a little beehive feel. Yep. Sometimes you just know that's right. Yep, these are going to get 2 pieces of yellow on them in each one. Two. I mean 1. Duh. Silly me. And I'm just wanting to lay these down now. I'm going to come in and adjust. I want to make sure I have all this color. I'm just getting 2 pieces on each one right now. That is my primary objective. I mean 1 piece. I think I can see another one of these sticks up there. I think I have enough for doing 2 on each. Oh, that's well and good in there. Get up here, you. I'm gonna start kind of pushing them around now. So I think we're gonna have enough. I know we're gonna have enough. And I try to go fast, that's when I flub up. Are you like that? And try to speed up. It's like, no. Did not want to do that. These are going to be so sweet. Yay. Yay for yellow. are going to be ultra cool. I'm in my own little world, zoning out, zoning out, busy as a bee, making bee earrings. Pure meditation. This is pure therapeutic. Takes your mind off the whole wide world. Just you and your little fellow. The happy little bee. And Thanksgiving goodies left over in the fridge. Oh, that one's too big. These little honey sticks are gonna be so cool. They're gonna fuse so cool. I'm most excited to see these. They're gonna look really pretty. The only thing about these that's wrong with them is I know already it's going to be super hard for people to pick their favorites out. It really will be. Because they're each going to be so cute. So cute. Those little tiny ones might just get one bit of yellow on them because they're tiny. I like to make earrings, all different sizes, all different shapes. Because everybody likes something different. We have to take into account that these will all change as they fuse down to how they look. The bee gets bigger. The sticks won't really get a whole lot bigger. Some of these I might go for 3. Some of those bigger ones, it'll just really make it look like a honeycomb. I have just the littlest amount left here. I'm going to use it up. Because I'm getting ready. All my glass is going up to the new kiln, or up to the new studio. So everything I'm not using, I got to be moving it. So I want to move it. I want to move it, move it. I mean, I want to use it, use it. Don't want to move it, move it. Well, you're staying on there. Went right on there. That guy fell down in the nether regions. Get this off. Put that right there. Get down there. Okay. I'm happy with those. This is pure black, and I want to put a little bit here and there, but I want the little honeybee will pop. put a little coat on for good measure. We do not want any of this to move when we take it to the kiln. This will burn off in the kiln, this glue. And it's actually Elmer's glue that I have in there. I just buy the big old thing and refill it. So I'm going to scooch this up. Oops, see, it's sticking up here. I want to keep moving this around, making sure it's not sticking to the table, because that glue can sink through. Oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 3 and a bit. Almost done. Almost done making these earrings. Oh my goodness. They're so gorgeous. But these are going to be not just Christmas. We have ladybugs. We have little honeybees. Now we're going to have dragonflies. Two rows. Actually, 3 rows of dragonflies. 3 rows and a bit of dragonflies. Okay, so dragonflies, I have I have blues and oranges for dragonflies. So let's put down orange. That blue's chunky enough to cut. And glasses on so I see what I'm doing and protect my eyes. Okay. So these little earrings are going to be magnificent. Half and half, fold it around. So we have 2 dragonflies. Can you see the little dragonflies? So let's go with blue. Maybe I should do some that are just blue. I think I'm going to. I was going to mix them up, but nope. Nope, not getting mixed. Normally I don't do it over these for this reason. Let's put a pair of dragonflies. Dragonflies are really symbolic to a lot of people. I don't want to do all pairs either. I don't want to do just pairs. Oh, this one is so pretty. So pretty. I'm going to get this little blue stick of glass to go with this little blue. That little one's going to go there. It has to go there. There. I think this color of blue is going to look so pretty. Yep. I might put in some green on there too. Might actually put these sticks on first. I'll do that. Because that way I can put my dragonfly right where he needs to go. And these are going to be mismatched earrings that are going to be so special. Just so special. So special. Where am I missing? There. There. And there. Okay, now blue. Little blue dragonflies. And if I have any bigger chunks, I can cut the bigger chunks down. Put that between my two wheels. Hold my hand around and cut. Nope, he cut at an angle. Dang it. That's okay. I'll put him there. He's a big one. Try this guy. Yep. He worked. Oh, he'll work. I love these little blue dragonflies. Oh, they're so cute. I think I already said that, but I think I'm gonna tack fuse these. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm gonna go for the full fuse. Decisions. Nope. I got that little blue feels on this one. Put that through on there. No, it's too little for there. Put them through on there. Down here. It's just a little teeny little wisp of a dragonfly. I think I have another color that I'm going to use on here, a vitragraph that I made, that I think is going to be magnificent. Oh, okay, you're going on as you are. It wanted to. Oh, here's a little skinny one that I had cut. I'm just getting them on there. I'm going to futz with them in a minute. Line that up. Hold it around. And I have two dragonflies. Oh, and I just dropped one. No. Two. Get over there, you. Oh, that's perfect for there. That little peepity one. It looks like a fairy. This is murrine. COE 96. COE means coefficient of expansion, which is the rate that this glass expands and contracts at. You always got to use the same number when you're using the kiln. Always got to be the same number. Okay, dragonfly. You. And you. That's everybody out. Yep. I'm going to get my little stick, and I'm going to get... I know these dragonflies are orange. I know that. But I'm going to use, if I have it here, this one color that I really love. these two colors. This green and blue together with the orange dragonflies is going to look magnificent. But I'm going to use this now to come on here. Take a little bitty bit of green. It's my green murrine. Oops, I'm so sorry. I just bumped you. Sorry about that. Take some of this. Play pick up sticks with it. Come on, you. There we go. Just want to put a little bit of the green down. You're staying there. Not on all of them, just some of them. Just some of them will get a little touch of green. Make sure all the sticks are where they need to be. Oh, there's a little bit of yellow. Go up on there. I'll make that look like a tiny little branch with leaves. It'll be so pretty. I'm just kind of scooping my glue, using it to set things, kind of rearranging our composition here. Delicate little work here. And that rumbling is my stomach. Don't want to overdo this blue, or the green rather. Just going to put some little tiny bits of it down here and there. Hear that clock ticking. Oh, I'm loving how these are looking. I love them. Oh, those are close together. This pair has to move apart, or they will hook up in the kiln. Has to be further apart. We're going to try and move this now. Yep, it moves. Oh my goodness, look at all these. Okay, let's do this. You're good. You're good. This stuff, I got ambitious. Put too much. I put too much glue on there. But let's get our little dragonflies glued on here. Our little murrine. The glue burns away in the kiln. So we're going to be left, when these come out of the kiln, we're going to be left with just these beautiful little tactile earrings. The glass fuses away, burns away. It'll burn away the typewriter paper. It'll burn away the glue, and you're just left with these incredible little compositions of art. And these are little dragonflies. Little dragonflies. And I had already cut these little orange and black dragonflies. I had already cut these down. So these are all down to the size they need to be. Some might have 2 on it, some might have 1. I don't know what that is or where that came from. Well, that's a little blue one. That's a little sweet blue dragonfly. It can be on there. Glue on your fingers. It's a no-no. When I get to the very end of when I'm doing something like this, when I feel the finish line. Can you feel the finish line? I feel that finish line. My stomach's rumbling. And everyone will soon be taking a break that's here working. And we will have leftovers from Thanksgiving. I want to fire the kiln so bad. I love starting the kiln. I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, where am I missing? Oh, there's another little blue. That little blue one. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. I love that little blue one. Love it. Okay. I'm going to go with this color of green, I think. I think I might use some of the green and the blue. That's my stomach. That's a big piece. You can go there. This is the glass rods we pull here in our vitragraph kiln. I think I might use 2 tones with this. I think I might use one of my sharp blues too. I'll put this on and see how I feel about it. These are going to be mismatched earrings. Some people might even want one blue lady or firefly and a green one. I mean, orange and a blue one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Teeny bit of green for you. Let's put a teeny bit of green on you too, right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's see. Oh, my stomach, that's embarrassing. There is not a bear here with me. That is my stomach growling. I often wonder why my stomach does that. I feel like saying, look, do you have enough blub to eat from my body for us to get on for 2 or 3 years with no food? But it'll still grow. I'm gonna have corn pudding for lunch and stuffing. I think there's still stuffing left. I love leftovers. Okay, green. I'm going to use this pop of blue. This is going to be really pretty on these. Some of these. Not all of these, some of them. Go over there, you. This color blue looks so good with orange. Oops. Getting crazy here. Dropping babies all over the place. Oh, I like that. Charles Rennie Macintosh looking thing. I'm totally in the making zone right now. I apologize for being totally just in the making zone. I am always happy to answer questions, and I've been trying to explain as I've been going along. What's what? These are going to be fused glass earrings. They're on typewriter paper, so I can get them all to the kiln. I'm going to stick some of these pops of blue on some of these ladybugs, or some of these fireflies, not all. Dragonflies, not fireflies, oh my goodness. I've been at this for I don't even know how long. A couple hours probably. And these are going to feel like little branches. Wait, you're missing. You need you on here. Yep. And it's a good idea when you're doing something like this to go back, look at, make sure you got all your little components on, but make sure everything is like staying not slided. It's all together. Put another little piece of blue down here. You're going to look special. That one's going to look super special. Okay. I think we're going to call that done. I think that's going to be done. I'm going to bring you closer. I'm going to show you in detail. I'll show you first. This is how our after pieces are going to fuse up. Like this is our fused glass after it's been in the kiln for 14 hours. And let's get close, shall we, and see. Let's look at these up close. Okay, so we have little tiny, teeny, tiny little dragonflies. So teeny tiny. We have greens, or I'm sorry, we have orange and blues and dragonflies. We have tiny little bees that I put a lot of glue on. You can't see. Look at that little bumblebee. Oh my gosh, they're going to be beautiful. Then we have little ladybugs or ladybirds, if you are in the UK, ladybird. Then we have, these are my favorites up here, I think. These peppermints, the little peppermint sticks that we make here, the murrine. I love that. Oh, I love them so much. So I am going to sign off, leave you with this, and I will show you what comes out of the kiln. And hopefully you are going to love it. And thank you for spending time with me. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.